both Tahiti and New Caledonia. Underway in the final of the Under-16s Oceania Championship game. And it will be New Zealand ball. It's 4-2 with the ball. Wardenberg for three. Back of the iron, but a great offensive rebound. McDonald slips through.
Excellent effort there. Just really outworked the box out, which was there physically, but Hamish McDonald really putting in the effort to beat it and get back on the glass.
And we have a foul off the ball already.
Daniel Fotu down there on the baseline trying to keep the player he's defending from coming off that double screen. Got a little too handsy, grabbed the hip, and Australia looking for a little bit of double screen action there to open up the three-point shooter.
Three ball, that's good.
We got number 8. Alcaz, I'm not really quite 100% sure how to pronounce that name. It's a difficult one, but Dragan Elka is really shooting the ball well.
Dragan, great first name for Alcaz. Wardenberg on the baseline. Backs down, puts it up. Foul called on number 15. And that is Colina. Mate Colina.
Mate. What a name, mate.
What a great name.
Got to respect the parents on that one, but Samuel Wardenberg really coming out aggressive. Had the foul trouble on Sunday, so we see him 2 touches, 2 shots, 1 down on the block, 1 from the three-point line. Really showing his ability as one of the bigger players, as a power forward, to step out and shoot the basketball.
Soft touch, gets a second one. Does Wardenberg, Australia. Three on the way. Rebound pulled down by Samuel.
Really trying to get Dragan Elka some looks early coming off that double down. Seemed to like that play.
It's Clinton. The face up. Beautiful spin move by Samuel.
Samuel, the Wellington product, really showing the skill set there. Aggressive and with the real nimble move, using the spin to get that finish. Make Colina just short on that move down in the post. Great defense by Samuel on the other end.
Samuel running the floor, gets the contact, no whistle. Australia have it. Ball swung back into the hands of Dent. Dent for three. Australia settling for the outside shot early on in this quarter.
And with good reason, they're hitting it pretty well right now. Going to have to be more aware of that, are the young fellas from New Zealand.
Jumpers it along, Australia looking to run. Three, another one, that's off.
Matty Johns had plenty of time up top, just couldn't quite get the clear look on the rim.
Wardenberg tracks it down with a long pass, and it's Wardenberg, good defense on him, and he forced the travel.
I'll tell you what, Mark Watkins going crazy on that call. Looked like he might have traveled about 3 times after possession. The third one finally gets called, and good transition defense there. Had the opportunity to give up 2, but Australia gets back in transition and really forces up some difficult defense.
Both teams to a slow start when it comes to field goal percentage. Australia 1 of 5, and 4 of those have been from downtown, is make it 2 of 6. Make it 1 of 6, I should say. And Australia hustle back. New Zealanders with Clinton. The jump step is travel.
Two wasted possession there for New Zealand. Not really what you want to see on the turnovers, but traveling isn't as bad as a live ball. Here we see it, took the step. I don't know, it's that extra step at the end. If he would have come to a jump stop, and from this point, not move, but that extra little shuffle cost him the travel. 2
straight turnovers for New Zealand. They do lead just 2, 5-3. Another turnover, this time it's Australia. Wardenberg running the floor, wow. Contact, let go. Wardenberg tipping it amongst 2 Aussies. And we have a foul as McDonald split the D, and he got hit.
And how about that hustle? There's 4 Australian players underneath the basket after Wardenberg's missed layup, and the good effort just couldn't quite get it into the rim, but he sticks to it. All 5 players for Australia actually down there. And McDonald, Hamish McDonald, comes up with a hustle play on the fast break, earns himself a couple of freebies.
Wardenberg Likes to run the floor. He's 6'6". Tender age of 16. McDonald made the first. Quiet at TSB Bank Arena. Misses the second. Rebound Australia.
Australia's really been trying to put that ball down into Kalina, really giving a lot of looks as we see it again.
The double is good from the weak side. And it tipped out, Aussie ball, 16 seconds on the shot clock. 6:37 to go in this first quarter.
The young Kiwi's very aggressive on those doubles with Kalina when he's got the ball in there.
Samuel, being taught that as you do at a young age, the cylinder, but Samuel's cylinder is quite big. Almost goes out into a triangle. And his arms aren't quite straight up. Samuel can't quite believe it.
I'll tell you what, I play basketball. I don't know how you're going to play with your hands straight above your head. That's going to be difficult to keep your base anywhere, but the ref's trying to keep it clean early.
Tussling down low with Kalina, and it will be Kalina on the weak side with the rebound. 3 on the way for Australia. That one is good, the second of the game.
Dragan Alkins hits another one from the corner. He's got that stroke going. New Zealand's going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter.
It's tipped. It will be New Zealand ball.
Lachlan Dent just being a bulldog defensively all over. The point guard, as he's trying to bring up the ball off the lane, not giving him any kind of easy looks whatsoever.
Alcaz with the 2 Australian buckets. Pull up, that is a silky jump shot from Clinton. Quinn Clinton.
Shooting the ball well on the pull-up. Nice to see that kind of skill set in a player so young.
Intel on the New Zealand backcourt is they're quite good. You can see with the makings of a good guard there is Australia. A third 3. This is what's keeping them in the game, and now they have the lead, 9-8.
Well, I don't know. If I don't know how to pronounce his name just yet, I think I'll learn it by the end of the game because he's shooting the lights out.
Wardenberg can't get the friendly roll on the Wellington rims. Cross-court pass on the break, and I don't know, did he just call a foul on?
Got the travel, gave him the travel. Got hit by his own player, a little bit too happy with the feet there. He's saying, hey, he couldn't let me catch, but that is your teammate there. Tom Fullerton trying to tell the ref I need a little bit of space, but when your own player takes you out, not much you can do about that one. A little confusion on that pass. You could be pinpoint with those fast break passes so there's no confusion about who's going to pick it up.
Find out whose lane's where. McDonald goes into the heart of the Aussie defense, and the foul on the block, but it was the body on the shot, and that's what's called.
Yeah, might be called. Don't know about the contact there. I don't know. It's a tough one. Looks like a pretty amazing block from that view.
Says by a man who likes to block shots.
I'd like to. They don't come as often as used to, but McDonald, very impressed with his aggressiveness here around the rim. You know, he's really, when he gets the ball, he's not settling for those jump shots. He's putting his nose on the rim. He's been on there on the offensive glass as well, and just the aggressiveness early in the game, I think, is something that's going to really do him well throughout.
Score's tied at 9. New Zealand 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Loose ball on the foul line. New Zealand has it.
The Aussies really trying to force the ball inside and not getting a lot out of it right now. Their production's coming from the three-point line. Need to go there more often.
4-2 with the crossover. Good defense. It's Clinton. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Dent, pushing it.
New Zealand lucky there. Dragons was open on the three-point line, decided not to shoot it. Ends up being a turnover for Australia.
Another turnover. 4 for Australia, 3 for New Zealand at the moment in the final. And Samuel. Is it a foul? He walked.
Now they called the offensive foul on that one, and I think he's a little bit unlucky, is Tane Samuel. Pretty solid move there. It looked to me like he was spinning into the other direction. You see there, not enough contact, but I could see why the ref called it. Dragan sold it very well, getting his body in front and flopping a little bit as Tane Samuel made the move, but possibly a little bit of a makeup for Australia for that last call that didn't go their way.
Zunic in the game for Australia. Number 10 is Bynes. Froling. Ball on the floor. Guarded by Maniere, who's in the game. Thabo Maniere. Hustling Australia have it. Into the heart of the defense goes Zunic.
Loose balls right now. Australia seems to be getting to them with a little bit more frequency, getting some extra opportunities, and those extra opportunities are going to be very problematic as the game goes on, in particular if this turnover rate keeps up for the young Kiwis.
Bailey Griffins now comes in. Matthew Johns takes a seat for Australia. Carl Zunic at the line. It's the game they played in the preliminary rounds. Tied all the way through until the fourth quarter. New Zealand had a 1-point lead, but a 10-0 run to start the quarter really opened up the gap.
That's a huge confidence boost for this young under-16s tie for New Zealand. Being able to do that in the first one, a lot of confidence for the final.
The press was broken by the ball movement, and the bucket is good. The ball did not touch the floor until they got near the key. New Zealand rewarded with that and had the lead back, 11-10.
New Zealand's execution struggling a little bit at the moment, but making up for it with hustle on those offensive glass.
Nice pass to Froling. He turned the corner and found the big man rolling to the hoop.
Pick and roll played to perfection there. Dropping it off and finding your teammate.
Waterling finds Maniere on the baseline. Slapped out and it came off. Thabo Maniere.
Spent a little bit too much time trying to gather himself there. Once you get the defender up in the air, that's your chance. You're going to get that call if you just go up and make a little bit of contact. Try to get even more space, and that ends up in a turnover.
Oh, the help defense went away, and the block is called a foul on Fotu.
Fotu looked like a great block there. Coming from the weak side, getting a hand up, possibly a little bit of body contact after the ball was hit out of there, but Dragan Elkas making great moves there, coming to the hole. Yeah, a little bit of body contact, good call. A lot of basketball, but down low, see the hip-to-hip action. As he says, get that shot out of there.
Elkaz with the free throw.
One-man show is this young Australian team at the moment.
4-2.
10 points from Dragan Elkaz out of the or make that 11 out of 14.
He is the man of the moment. Zunic has got a single free throw, and Froling has that bucket just a half a minute to go. 4-2 sits with 2 fouls. And just like his big brother, number 42 for 4-2. McDonald charges into the heart of the Aussie defense. And number 5,
Kyle Zunic,
will pick up the foul.
You see these young Aussies really putting their bodies on the line, been well coached and taking that charge, moving those feet over, trying to get the shoulder to the chest and make that referee make a call towards them.
It's Australia with a 3-point lead. McDonald. Waterling. Wannenberg. Froling. Rebound Australia.
You can see Wardenberg's really struggling for open looks. Their defense is just all over him, draped like a sheet.
Looking for his first bucket is Wardenberg. Ball is loose. It will be New Zealand ball.
Well, Froling tried to get the ball down to Griffiths on that play. The high-low just didn't quite work. Australia's really struggling with these possessions where they're trying to force it inside. Haven't had any production whatsoever out of the big fellas.
Fullerton in the game as the pressure is extended by Australia. New Zealand do well to break it. Shot went up by Braden Ingert.
Ingert physically getting in there, but number 11, Bailey Griffiths, kept his body on it.
Nice hustle from Wardenberg. He might not be hitting his shots at the moment, but he's hustling on the defensive end. And the rebound count, 10-9 to New Zealand as Wardenberg takes a seat. He's a little bit frustrated, but he's hustling at both ends, which is good to see.
You got to love seeing that from a talented player who's not scoring the ball very well, because quite often young players can get mixed up in there. You see Thabo Maniere with the finish, easy underneath, but Wardenberg still hustling on the defensive end, causing turnovers, which leads to buckets like that in transition.
New Zealand is handling that zone press that's been extended pretty well so far. Shot is up. Froling too strong. Big rebound.
Tane Samuel just being a beast underneath the rim. Really love his physicality as a bit of an undersized big.
Oh, nice block from Froling. Tipped it out. It is New Zealand ball as Samuel took it coast to coast.
Great athletic play there. A little bit of contact. It was maybe a bit unlucky not to get the call, but great effort there by Froling to move his feet and get the block.
McDonald with the offensive rebound, just fell down to his knees.
Yeah, that's a gift given to him by Braden Inger, hustling then. Once again, the young New Zealand team really doing a great job on this offensive glass to keep themselves in the lead.
5 offensive rebounds for New Zealand. They have the lead with 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. McDonald leads New Zealand scorers with 6. Another rebound for the Kiwis. 14, Walker, skip pass straight into the heart of the trailing defense.
Just got to put a little bit more mustard on that hot dog as Patrick Bynes comes across to get that steal.
3 is good from the corner.
Tom Fullerton in the corner. He's got a headband on. I don't know if his hair's long enough for that headband, but that stroke certainly is.
Australia leading the headband count 2-0 so far in the game. Turnover, Fullerton, man of the moment at this point in the game as Fullerton puts it up, left hand, it counts. Fullerton getting it done.
Well, showing a lot of energy right now as he is pushing the ball on one end. You get that 3-point to go. Really excited him defensively. Got the rebound and pushes over. Here we see it, swings around, gets in the corner. Great arc on that shot as it goes through. And then from the opposite angle, see the ball whizzing around for the young Aussies.
6'5" forward, Tom Fullerton at the line. 3-point play is good.
And the turnover count right now is killing New Zealand, just unable to take care of the basketball with any consistency. Already have 6 turnovers in the game.
Pressure is a lot stronger this time from Australia with Clinton having the ball. Under 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Australia leading 20-15. Enga dropped the shoulder, tried to drive, and the foul will be called. I believe the foul was going to be called on Benjamin Fakira in the game.
The officials letting a pretty acceptable level of physicality going on right now. Most of the banging, the legal banging, they're letting go. And if that contact's in the body on those shots, they've been pretty consistent in calling it. Gotta appreciate the numbers strategy here from New Zealand. I haven't seen this many high numbers in an international basketball game ever. I didn't even know it's legal to have numbers past 15.
Australia playing nice with the numbers.
Yeah, they make it easy on us. These young Kiwis, man. 59s and 67s, who knows what's going on.
To be fair to the New Zealanders, they do have last names on the back of the singlet.
Which is pretty helpful as well.
Froling down low on the baseline.
He
stepped out.
Yeah, stepped in the baseline.
So deep, he stepped out on the baseline.
And these Aussies are really trying to punish that ball inside. Just play after play, trying to really attack the Kiwis inside.
Australia with that pressure. Oh yeah, Maniere.
Maniere finishing on the break with ease, but a great pass there by Clinton. A look away on the break, finds him.
End of the quarter coming up. Lefty no good. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The under-16 Oceania Championship final. There's 3 quarters remaining in it, and Australia with a slender 2-point lead. They lead New Zealand 20-18.
Well, all in all, I think both teams would be reasonably pleased with the way they played. But as things go, 6 turnovers apiece going through that first quarter.
Here's some of the highlights. Samuel with a nice footwork, drops it in.
The Kiwis going hard early. Dragon Elka is the guy who does it all for the Aussies, hitting that first 3. But a nice game from Clinton as well. He had the pass later, but the nice jump up as well. But the one-man show, Dragan Elkaz, shooting it from behind the arc, getting it done with consistency.
11 points, 3 or 4 from the floor for Dragan.
Right. When it goes to the guard and he throws it back to the floor, then that's the game that's got to be denied. All right, and then just contain that. Then you guys got to make sure that there's no pass there and there. All right. Now, if it does, then we just get everyone drops back to the line of the ball, and then we go back to our 23 rules. And you got a point and talk. Right, it wasn't bad there. You know, the last time we come there, and we got our big man up there, and we boxed and elbowed it. Fine, that's what we want to get done. Okay. But, you know, we're giving them like 8 points from offensive rebounds and simple plays. All right? They're the things we've got to take care of business. Box outs. All right.
Right now, let's try and get this ball inside again. Can't guard us in there. Let's go. Kiwis on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kiwis.
Let's go, let's go.
Played with Michael Fitchett at international level. He was your point guard.
He was my point guard, he was my 2, he was my 3, he was my 4. Mike Fitchett was a guy one of the reasons, you know, you look at Fitch and you can see he's not the most physically talented player, but such a smart guy. Had the ability to play every position on every play. And I'll tell you what, with Nina Vucinic's offensive sets, that was no easy ask. And a great competitor, really bleeds for that white and black. And just loves to be a part of it now as a coach and really looking to try and make that his vocation as he goes on.
Second quarter about to get started. Australia start proceedings. They lead by 2. Expecting a sellout tonight at TSB Bank Arena. Oh, the bank shot is good from Dragan Alcaz.
He's just getting it done now. He's just playing with them. I wonder, that didn't even look accidental. It was so good.
No, that was nice. Ball on the floor from Samuel, and Samuel's in trouble.
Good job by Matthew Johns there to move his feet and get in front. Tony Samuel, you can see, is an aggressive, extremely aggressive player, and he just puts his head down, tries to go through, gets the shoulder right into the chest, and Matthew Johns, once again, Australia doing a great job moving their feet and trying to take these charges. As Tane Samuel goes to the bench.
He gets the word
with his second foul of the half.
From the assistant coach. As he takes a seat, there's 2 fouls. Maniero, who's checked in for Samuel, has the ball. Ball on the floor from Maniero, straight into the Australians. Tough shot.
Good hustle there. Just get your skin on the court. Get it out.
Possession arrow to New Zealand.
Manieri maybe a little bit aggressive on the shot selection, but he makes up for it with hustle afterwards, staying on it. You see Matthew Johns diving on the basketball with Fabo Manieri.
Clinton's 3 dead on is off. Make Kalina with the rebound. Australia with this 4-point lead. Looking for the point guard. The floater, the runner. That's good.
Matthew Johns showing the touch. Hustles on one end, shows the tough floater on the other with one hand.
Aussies in full voice behind us here at TSB Bank Arena. They have a 6-point lead. Maniero bounce pass, turnover. Lachlan Dent with the ball. Lost the handle momentarily. And it will be New Zealand ball.
Excellent hustle there by Hayes Walker. Getting a hand on it after leading that haka with such emotion earlier in the game, comes out now and gets the hustle off the leg, keeps possession after great defense.
Dent all over Clinton. Wardenberg off the glass, off the side of the glass in fact, but New Zealand have it back. Clinton for 3. Too strong.
These offensive glass is a real problem for the Australian team right now, but didn't take advantage of it that time, did the Kiwis.
Johns to set the pick. Dent gets it back on the reversal. Looking for Kalina down low. Dent tries to drive. And tipped out off a New Zealand hand.
I like what I see from the New Zealand defense, being very, very patient right now. Saw a little bit of matchup zone to start the quarter, switching up these defenses, really trying to confuse the Australian unit a little bit. And when they've got that on-ball action on the strong side, everybody on that weak side is paying good attention to the basketball and keeping those passes from going through.
Quick shot with only 4 on the shot clock, and that is good from Tom Fullerton.
Once again, Tom Fullerton showing the stroke, has the ability to shoot the basketball from outside.
8 points for him, second leading scorer in the game behind Alcaz with 13. Five to shoot.
Oh my.
What's that?
Bit of a touch foul. Said he hit him in the head, it looked like.
Wow.
Said, yeah, it looked like he said there was a head touch. But didn't really see. Here we see, oh yeah, I got the hand on the head. Not allowed to do that. That's against the rules. Not a lot of contact there, but it is illegal. You know, I was quite fortunate there for Wardenberg to get that call. But that's a veteran trick there.
That is very much so.
Matthew Johns reaching into. I wonder whose older brothers or dad is that would enabled him to learn that move.
Big brother or something.
We have to practice it.
He's an agitator. I like it.
7:26 to go in this first half. Australia with an 8-point lead.
Basin side. Can you find that out, Tucky? Hey, defensively, we're still struggling to get through ball screens. Okay, we're still struggling to get through ball screens. Hey, this play right now, down there, okay? We're here. Let's get a reverse for Q. Okay, a reverse. So, Q, you're here. Okay, back screen, here. Samson, you said this one. Q, fade. Is that right? H, Hayes, sorry. H, Samson, Sammy, H. Hey, execute, boys. We got to talk on D. Look after this ball. Come on. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kiwis.
New Zealand looking for the first bucket of this second quarter. Australia on a little run here. 6-0 to begin the quarter. New Zealand do hit the ball after the face guard.
The face guard. Illegal face touching. No illegal face touching in this game.
Cannot touch the face. It was annoying more than anything. Clinton. Ball on the floor. Pull up. Foul and no bucket, but it will go to the line to shoot two. Good aggressive move by Clinton.
Well, play executed exactly how Mike Fisher drew it up in the timeout. Comes out, runs the play. The defender's there, so he doesn't have the three, but does a nice job of creating that space. Knowing the defender's behind him, pulls up for the jumper, gets that foul call. So excellent play there. You see it pull up, hand right in there, contact. Still has a chance to get it in the hoop, even though it didn't go.
That is a shooter's move from Clinton.
Quality job. You know, if you want to be a shooter, you're going to have that ability to put the ball down on the deck for 1 or 2 dribbles.
He's going to have some court surgery performed in the key.
A little bit of tapes out of the way. Great job. Don't know. I think we could have just let that one go.
You never know.
Safety first.
Circle, yeah.
Safety first. You don't want anybody confused about which one's the three-point line, I suppose.
It's Clinton at the line, shooting 2. Can't get the roll. Rims look a bit soft there, Casey.
Yeah, these Wellington rims are quite soft. A lot of give on them. You got to just put it up on that rim. It's a tough combo with these basketballs too, because these basketballs you get for international competition quite often haven't been broken in quite as much as the balls you're used to playing with. So those will be brand new balls and a little bit tough to handle.
Not quite softened up yet. It's Dent. Fullerton loses the handle, and New Zealand will be called for the foul, and I believe it is going to be called on McDonald.
A little good hustle there. You see he gets his hand in. Both guys just fighting for the basketball. Probably a little bit unlucky to get that foul called on him, but some excellent hustle being shown. We really need to pick up that defensive effort to get back into this game.
Dent with a crossover, left-hand drive, kick it out to Fullerton, and Fullerton with a triple. And that gives him double figures, 11 for Tom Fullerton.
Well, this is a team shooting the heck out of the ball right now. 5 for 9, 56% from the three-point arc, which is as good as you can ask for, really.
McDonald can't answer. Australia, I think, started 1 for 4 from downtown, so they've gone 4 for 5 since then. Fullerton. Looking for a move, looking for a seam. Good turnover, good steal, I should say, by Walker. Walker, left hand, looking to get the trap going, are the Australians. Wardenberg stepping into the heart of the D, and too many steps. Just dragging that pivot foot.
Wardenberg, you can see he's got that scorer's mentality. He had a couple of options on the pass. If you could pass to the wing or the corner, it would have been wide open looks. Instead, the big fella tried to be aggressive, go to the hole, and just a little bit too happy with those feet. Gets called for another travel. Yet another turnover for New Zealand. 8 for the game now.
I think half of them have been travels as well. Feels like it at least. Good rebound by Froling.
Froling, big fella, got that long reach. Not the most stout player on the court, but has a lot of length with those arms.
It's Johns. Shot it from the palm of his hand, and Froling. The offensive rebound over the back of the New Zealand defence, and he's fouled as he went back up with it. So good aggression from Australia, rewarded. And that rebounding count starting to even up somewhat.
Froling with a couple of big possessions there. Gets the offensive rebound twice. Here we see on the second one in the right spot. A little bit too much contact underneath by Clinton. Tried to get there a little bit too late on the box out. When that weak side help goes over to stop that penetration, that weak side guard, and that that instance it was Clinton. Didn't come down in time to box him out from the inside, got caught from the outside and gets called for the push.
Froling gets the second, and on that make, Patrick Bynes checks in. Down sits Dragan Alcaz, who had a great first quarter for Australia. Now the lead has ballooned out to 11. New Zealand need buckets. They haven't had a field goal in this quarter. We're almost halfway through the second. Wardenberg, not a lot of rotation on that shot. And Australia get another rebound. It's been all Australia. And we have a foul called ahead of the plate.
Interesting call from away from the basketball. But you can see a little bit of pressure getting to the New Zealanders right now. You can see they're not playing quite as comfortable as they'd like to. A little rushed offensively and getting some cheap fouls on the defensive end. It's a bad combo. And what it equals is this 11-point lead that Australia has at the moment.
Foul called on Arua. The corner is turned by Zunic. And another foul. Called on the Kiwis, and that will be the 15th foul on New Zealand with 5:14 to go in the second quarter. So Australia shooting free throws from now on.
Well, just a parade to the free throw line as we see the big fella, number 15, Callum McRae, product of Palmerston North, gets to come into the game.
And that kid is big.
He's a good head taller than most of the other guys on the court right now. Played for Palmerston North during the season, backing up Nick Horvath until Nick had his unfortunate incident with Palmerston North and was no longer allowed to play there anymore. But the funny story about that is he used to call Nick Horvath sir because he is a teacher at his school. And he got to play together. So here you go, sir. He said, you can call him Nick now. You guys are on the same team.
Wardenberg for three. That's good. New Zealand stemmed the tide somewhat. Cut the lead to 8, single figures.
It's got to feel good for the Kiwis to see one finally go. They've had plenty of looks. His haven't fallen. Maybe that first one by Wardenberg is the one that breaks the dam.
Good defense, good rebound. And that is the New Zealanders' first three-point field goal of the game. 1 of 7. Clinton felt the contact. That drops. Clinton gets in the key before the defense can get set and takes advantage of it. So, chance for a little 6-0 run here.
What a big play by Quinn Clinton there. Just aggressive into the hole, takes the contact, hooping the harm. Look at him, puts his head down, takes that contact off the shoulder, a little bit on the hand as well. Nice soft touch as well. And here's a play before. He was responsible for the assist on that one. Waldenberg finally found some space and able to knock it home.
Wardenberg, that's his first field goal of the game, 1 of 7 so far. 4 rebounds on the other end. Timeout called by Australia. New Zealand looking to get back.
Look at that look of concentration on there. Waldenberg was concentrating.
Okay, next play is ones. All right, with a doubt when he comes over. This time, you're in the 5, you're in the 4. All right, when you come over it, I want you to go over the top and go and set it. All right, then Bailey, I want you to slip it. All right, so we're looking for Bailey on the slip for the catch and shot or catch and drive. You hearing me? No, sorry, you're in the 4, you're in the 5. Got it? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go at it.
Just joined us. We're at TSB Bank Arena. This is the Under-16 Oceania Championship final between New Zealand and Australia. Precursor to the main event at 7:30 tonight. Coverage begins on Sky Sport of the Tall Blacks and the Boomers. Tall Blacks down 13 in the 2-game series. Right now it's Clinton looking to convert a 3-point play opportunity. And he does so. And so the lead now was 11, now it's down to 5 for Australia.
Things happen quick. That 3-ball might have broke that bank open.
Froling up high. Zunic kicks it out. Deep 2 is good.
Well, excellent execution there. Exactly the play that Mark Watkins called in. He wanted the Griffins jump shot, and he found plenty of space after the big screen on the baseline.
Yeah, Griffiths with the 2. Clinton. Good hustle by Zunic, but it just missed Wardenberg's legs.
Might have touched his finger a little bit from my angle, I don't know.
Casey with the angle and the core, I like it. 10 on the shot clock for the Kiwis. 5 to shoot. McDonald to the cup, no good. Zunic tries to turn the corner. Long shot, McRae gets the rebound.
He's been big, only a couple minutes, already got a couple of rebounds out there, doing a good job, big fella.
Colin McRae gets the bucket inside.
Great pass once again from Clinton, the no-look again, freezes the defense, finds somebody underneath. I've really been impressed by his game so far today.
Just the 4th assist for New Zealand. As both 4-2 and Samuel sit. 2 fouls each. Bucket is good.
Bailey Griffiths showing the skyhook, bringing back old school.
4 points for him in this quarter. Under 3 to go. Wardenberg fires it, and it's too strong.
Oh, just pressing ever so slightly. Had a wide open look to Clinton with about an 8-foot jump shot there. Just a little bit too aggressive, led him to a layup instead of the shooter. And then another turnover for New Zealand. 9 for the game, 9 apiece, both teams. A couple of pre-game jitters, a little bit of butterflies out there at this turnover count.
Foul is called on the drive by Dragan Alcaz.
And Mike Fisher couldn't believe it over there on the sideline.
Quinn Clinton picks up the foul.
Dragan Alcaz putting his head down, trying to get to the hole. Quinn Clinton has that arm in there. Maybe if that left arm isn't out, trying to stop him. But yeah, that's a bang-bang call. Certainly could have gone either way.
Dragan Alcaz in this game, 14 points, 4 of 5 from the floor, and now it's 15, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Clinton.
Just a little bit rushed offensively. New Zealand needs to take a little bit more time, make sure they get good shots.
Turnover. Here comes McDonald. Puts it up, foul called on Alcaz.
It's going to be his second for the half. Possibly get that leading scorer out of the game. He's got 15 already. Dragan Alcaz. Doing it from inside, doing it from outside. Hamish McDonald can't get the free throw to go, but aggressiveness on the break has enabled him to get that look at the line. He's been aggressive all day, earning himself a few trips to the free throw line and a couple offensive rebounds.
Australia's lead, 8. Rather low scoring affair in this first half. Froling puts the ball on the floor and New Zealand hustle to get it. McRae, the big man, or boy I should say. Nice little pass there.
To be fair, he's the size of a man.
McDonald spins, can't get the roll. Alcaz is called for the foul and he can't quite believe it.
Is that going to be his third one?
I do believe so, Casey.
This is a guy, if you're Australia, you don't want to see him in foul trouble.
Dragan Alcaz.
Excellent move there by McDonald. Good spin move.
I don't know about this. I don't know.
You can't. The breath might have been a little bit hard. I don't know, maybe he hasn't brushed his teeth today and that affected him on the jump shot, who knows?
He was so tempted to try the arm bar as well on the hip, but he thought better of it. He's got discipline, but ultimately Alcaz called for the foul. And in comes Benjamin Fakira, big 6'7" centre for Australia, although he looks pretty small compared to McRae there in the middle.
It's a tough guy to look big next to.
Bynes. Patrick Bynes squared up, it drops.
Tough jump shot coming off the on ball, found a little bit of space and just drops it in the twine.
Pushes the Australian lead out to 8. Under a minute 30 to go. Clinton McRae looking to reverse the ball, hands it off to McDonald. McRae facing up, finds Walker, turns the corner, floater. Good rebound of Froling.
Best possession that the New Zealand has had in a while. Their ability there to just really take time and still get a good shot is something they need to show more of.
5th rebound for Froling, doing work on the glass as binds his long shot. No good. McRae's come in and really done a good job cleaning up the rebound situation. He has 4. And McDonald just drives straight into Fakira, no whistle.
Big fella, Fakira, solid block there.
Fakira's setting picks as well. Froling banks it in.
Off the bank shot.
Froling's getting involved at both ends. 5 points now for him to go along with those 5 boards.
A big smile coming back after that one as well.
Lead is now 10. Wardenberg looking for his 2nd shot of the game. Does well.
Wardenberg does a good job of showing that basketball to Fakira beforehand, getting himself to the free throw line once again, which is exactly where you want to be if you're struggling a little bit as a scorer. More opportunities you can get to find that rhythm without a defender all over you, the better for you. And the big fella comes out, Colin McRae, some good minutes.
Gets a nice hand, does Colin McRae.
Samson Arua coming into the game for him, and Samson Arua, I'll tell you what, that name is not a misnomer. He looks strong as Samson out there.
Yeah, he looks like he's a very powerful young man. Good numbers for McRae, just the 1 shot, 2 points for him, 4 boards and a steal for the 7-footer. Wardenberg can't get the roll. 23 seconds to go. New Zealand down 9. Australia in control in this first half of the under-16 Oceania Championship final. Fullerton winding down the clock. Shot clock is off. Arua just comes up and steals it. Arua is fouled hard by Fullerton. He does a little push-up. I love it.
The Samson name, not a misnomer. Look at the hustle there. Great read by him to jump onto out of the on-ball, really get out, get his hand on it.
Just swats at it. And I tell you what, he shouldn't be doing push-ups because we need the floor for later.
I don't think Samson Arua does push-ups. I think when he pushes up, he doesn't push himself up, he pushes the earth down.
Showing no effects of the shoulder strapping required there. Samson Arua.
I think that strapping is just to keep the muscles from bulging out too far.
I think Samson Arua had a bit of air.
Well, you can't do the push-up before you do free throws. It's going to affect the touch. You know, as you get older as a player, you start to learn these things.
Samson Arua hits the 2nd, just recalibrated. Timeout Australia with 7 seconds to go in the first half. Plenty of time for Steve Richmond, head coach.
Mark Watkins, Steve Richmond assistant, but you know, they all kind of blend, all those white guys on the bench.
I'm sorry, I completely blew that. It's Mark Watkins, of course. I was looking at the Tahiti coach.
It happens sometimes.
It's going so well. So well, Case.
It's okay. This is a warm-up game for the players. It's a warm-up game for us as well.
All I want you to do is...
Australia with the 8-point lead.
As he comes... So I want you to come off your left side. So, all right, that's okay. It's still this side. Once you get it in, I want you to get there and then come off the first smash and then the second one and on your left side. All right. If that guy digs, Alcaz, you're lifting. That's you. All right, you're lifting. All right, so you're both lifting. Opportunity. All right, we're taking you guys out of it. So don't move on the screen. 1, 2, 3.
So let's see if this can be executed by Mark Watkins' troops. Plenty of opportunities with 7 seconds to go.
I'm very impressed by
the
way both these teams have been drilled for such a young age. Both excellent job executing.
Here we go. Zunic to the cup. Oh, that's good. That is perfect. Zunic with the bucket. Perfect execution by the under-16 team of Australia. And they lead by 10 in the final of the Oceania Championship, 42-32 from the Asian Federation.
Excellent point, Moles. It's great to have a little bit more international basketball be played here, get the fans to see it and really be able to drive up that passion. You know, it's tough to have a passion for a game when you don't get to see the guys play that often.
underway in the second half. And the misconnection on the alley-oop play, it sees a turnover. Here come the guards for New Zealand, McDonald. Finishing with the right and the left hand. The putback is good. So a quick bucket for the Kiwis.
Young Fotu on the glass doing what the big brother does, get those offensive rebounds and put them home.
Barely saw him effort all in the second quarter as the big man puts it on the floor for Australia. Matthew Johns with the 2.
Matty Johns showing not a lot of shooting ability, but these young fellas respect the shot. As you see the big steal by McLaughlin. McLaughlin Dent takes it again.
Oh wow, the steal. And Johns is the recipient. Just like that, Australia push it out to 14.
A hard start for the Kiwis. Back-to-back turnovers there, leading a lot of points.
Here comes Samuel, Tane Samuel. A foul on the floor before the shot went up, or the pass actually went up. In my view, just obscured there. Tane Samuel does like to drive, and he does like to drive straight into you.
Yeah, he's grabbing a hand there, might have been a slight injury there. And Waldenberg gets that quick turnover.
So the wash-up is New Zealand ball. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 19 seconds. 4-2. Here's Samuel swinging the ball. Clinton.
You can tell that New Zealand doesn't really like the 3 ball. Only shot 6 in the first half. Very hesitant to shoot this basketball. They really appreciate the drive, looking for those driving lanes, but they're going to have to mix a couple of threes if they want to get back into this one.
Kalina, no good. There's Samuel, the high dribble. Looking for a guard, finds Quinn Clinton, who goes around Dent. Dent sticks with him though. Clinton wanted the call, but he didn't get it. He gets the bucket on the right-hand side.
I really like his game, his ability to absorb contact and still finishes years ahead of his age.
The foul away from the ball, down low. I think that's on Arua.
It's going to be Sampson away from the ball, certainly. Making his presence felt, banging some of the big boys underneath the rim.
Australia ball. And foul called on Colina in the key. The push.
Gave him the elbow. Didn't quite see the fall myself, but this officiating crew has been very select about the physicality that they're allowed to go on. And here we see Lachlan Dent once again. Bulldog defender if they're putting a lot of pressure on McDonald.
We haven't seen zone press from Australia. New Zealand handle it quite well as Arua has it slapped out. And they will get it back with 12 on the shot clock.
Nice pass there by Daniel Fotu. And Arua going up strong. Lucky not to get the foul.
Dent is everywhere.
He is. Lucky not to get the foul called on that one. A lot of arm.
Samuel off the crossover.
Another foul. I thought so, but doesn't get the call.
Dent is just like flowing Marinda on the court at the moment.
This is like just drawing some inspiration from Delavadova, possibly.
He is active in the second half.
Bulldog. I wonder if Lachlan Dent has any Irish in him. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's
tough to say. Scottish?
Maybe, yeah, maybe a little bit. Australia lead by 12. They've been in control since the beginning of the second quarter. Froling thought about it again, and then decided it was a good idea to shoot the 3. Missed it, but gets it back. As Matty Johns gave him the rebound. Froling hustles back after the miss. Here's Quinn Clinton. Samuel comes up to set the pick. Enga feeds it down inside to Samuel, and he stepped down the baseline. Good defense from Australia on the block.
Just using his physicality to push him off the block a little bit, forcing Samuel away from the area that he wanted.
You get the feeling that Samuel might have given him a bit of trouble in the first time they met, and now they've adjusted to the way they played him, and he's a little bit frustrated, got into early foul trouble. And Samuel, 1 of 4 rebounds.
Offensive rebounds.
Just can't get the defensive rebound can New Zealand.
It was New Zealand's weapon in the first half, and now it's the bane of their existence.
Dent felt the contact, no whistle, put up a shot. Now it's New Zealand going the other way. Here's Inga, picked up by Fullerton. Samson Arua. McDonald gives it back to Aruna in the post and just bullies his way in. Samuel can't get the rebound, but it's back for New Zealand. And a foul on the floor before. No, it's not. It's actually...
So well, I think what they called there was a foul on the floor, and so there's no continuation, so there's no travel.
Oh, wow, I'm glad you're here.
So foul. So instead of going, had he not traveled, he would have gotten shots.
No continuation call as a result. So, New Zealand ball. Down 12, Aussie. Oh, quick steal off the inbounds pass. Great defence. Australia all over the Kiwis at the moment. Oh, and the man of the moment is Dent in this third quarter, killing them with his hustle.
He certainly made his presence felt here in the third. Big three there. Wonderful
third quarter stand-up from Australia so far. Coming up on 4 minutes gone. The lead is now 15. It's Arua that bullies his way. And he picks up a foul on Australia. Samson Arua, and he'll go to the line.
Giving the ball in the paint and just telling him to go straight to the hole. He certainly has a physique that would be difficult to keep out of the key, and he's proven that to effect. To great effect at that.
New Zealand getting away 2-1 on the free throw opportunities. They're 12 of 20, Australia 6 of 10. So similar percentage, but Australia 7 more made field goals than New Zealand. 12-19 in favour of the Aussies. 51-38. It's all Australia coming up on midway through this third quarter. Here's Fullerton. Froling, 6 to shoot. Good ball movement. Dent puts the ball on the floor. Tough shot. Froling puts it up. Can't get the roll in Arua.
Look at those soft rims. That thing's bouncing around everywhere.
Yeah, particularly soft tonight. Tane Samuel gives it to Inga. And now it's Arua up high, looking for a guard. Finds McDonald and kickball from Froling.
New Zealand's really trying to take advantage of the switches. Once Arua comes through on an on-ball screen, they're switching those guards onto him. They're sending him straight down to the post and telling him to go to work. Hasn't had a lot of success out of it, only the one free throw out of his last 4 possessions, so might want to look for something else to attack with.
Dent goes off, he gets a nice hand from the Aussie supporters. The shot clock resets to 14 and a tough shot, but a much-needed basket by New Zealand.
McDonald with the roll, and a nice takes the contact, no call, but he's still able to finish.
New Zealand fall back into a zone, a 2-3 zone.
A little bit of matchup action here, a lot of talk on that back line, letting everybody know where the shooters are.
As Fullerton fires it to the corner. Johns on the baseline. And Johns drives into the defence. It will be a foul called on New Zealand, and that's going to go on number 67, Inga.
Gets it called on the pass, though. He decided not to shoot the basketball, so no free throws this time for him.
Third team foul for New Zealand, 4 for Australia in the third.
Certainly out of bounds on that one. Couldn't see it because of the scoreline underneath, but just went a little bit too far. Got to be aware of the court. Nice play. Australia's run that play a couple of times tonight and had another decent look at it, just couldn't get his feet in bounds.
Australia looking to trap New Zealand in the back court. Samuel gets it over half court. A second or so to spare. Quinn Clinton with the ball. Arua hawking for a screen to be set. And Clinton, just the second three of the game for Kiwis. Nails it. 43-51 Australia still with this lead. New Zealand just need to start chipping away at this. Plenty of time in this quarter. 3 balls. Too short. Who's hustling for the rebound? Oh, wow. And it is Zunic. And Zunic goes out of bounds into the advertising audience, and it will be New Zealand ball.
What was a very vocally Australia cloud earlier in the game is starting to turn a little bit more Kiwi as a few of the fans show up for the second game, starting to cheer these kids on. And Clinton, nice recognition in the defense there. They've been going underneath him for most of the day. He's been a little hesitant to shoot the three, but that time pulls straight up and makes it look so smooth.
Clinton to Arua. McDonald outside to Clinton. They close out on him. McDonald, long two. That's good.
Hamish McDonald showing a nice patience there. The New Zealanders cutting it down to 6 points, and they're fired up. What was a 14-point lead just moments ago, just pulled right back down to earth with some aggressive offense to go along with that aggressive defending. Here we see that move by McDonald. Gives him the shot fake, one dribble pull up, and a difficult shot over Froling because he's got some length out there with that challenge, but able to knock it home and come back. Clinton McDonald showing some fight to get back in this ball game.
Got a point, right? And if he has to come out, then Kyle, you're standing around looking at nobody, right? They're the things you've got to get done, the discipline, right? Okay, so next play. We go ones and against the zone. Step up. Instead of going through the corner, I want you to overload it. All right, so now when we go ones and set the on wall, you lift, and then you got the throwback, and then you're diving, right? We don't get it on. We don't get it on. Then he comes up, and we've got a high-low action. Look for your high-lows, and then your weak side. All right, let's go.
Together. 1, 2, 3, let's.
Here we are. Here are the quarters. See that the New Zealand was able to claw this one back. We talked about a big fourth quarter start for them, and the prelims scoring 10 straight to start the fourth quarter. It looked like Australia did that to start the third here, but New Zealand showing a lot of confidence, able to come back into the ballgame.
Now they've fallen back into this matchup zone. They've felt a little bit more confident, perhaps, as Johns. Oh, wow. Is that bank?
He did not just raise the three fingers on the bank shot on accidental, but I'll tell you what, they've had a few banks, so they're making their own luck with those shots.
McDonald, the floater, a little strong, batted out. Wardenberg with the ball. Thought about the step back, gives it up to McDonald. The ball is swung back to Clinton. Clinton for three, that's off. And it's Wardenberg on the weak side, the easy rebound. And he looks like he's running a little bit of tendonitis probably in that knee.
Get used to the pain, son, if you want to be a hooper. just pull that limp out and keep running. But nice job by him after a poor start to the third quarter to come back and get that offensive rebound.
Fullerton gets it back. Tom Fullerton in a nice second quarter. Shot is up, that's big three. Oh my goodness, Kyle Zunic with a triple. It's the second bucket of the game. Lead is now 10 for Australia. Try as they might, New Zealand, they're still trying to get really close to them. Samuel with a strong move into the key. He's fouled and he'll shoot two.
Tell you what, Tony Samuel is a load down there on that box. Just give him the ball, let him go to work a little bit. That time Tom Fullerton, more of a three-man, forced to switch onto him. Pretty big lineup here for New Zealand. A lot of ability for them to get different guys in the post with a mismatch.
Lachlan Dent checks back in. He is your atypical point guard, Lachlan Dent, just all over you at both ends.
Mike Fitch, the coach, was the only guy who was able to spot that was a shooting foul. Everybody else was lined up underneath for an inbounds play. The coach started screaming out, "Hey, we got free throws on this bad boy."
Yeah, Samuel made a power move through the key. Makes the first free throw, so Coach Fitchett, attention to detail and points, 3 points at that. As Mark Watkins looks on, Samuel makes both. Tane Samuel maybe just a touch at the free throw line is what he needs to refocus on his role. As he anchors the strong side of the baseline on this matchup zone they're running at the moment. Australia looking for the options in that zone to shoot, and Samuel with the rebound.
What a rebound there by Samuel in traffic, reaching up. What an excellent athletic play by the
Samson Arua just throws Matty Johns to the floor. And Matthew Johns maybe sold it a little bit, and technical foul is called on Coach Fitchett.
That's unfortunate. You know, not something you want to see in the age group competition, but yes, certainly was on the bench. That technical call there. Not sure exactly what he said, but it wasn't from my direction. It looked like a flop. Australia is very aware of when Samson Arua is underneath, and he was already falling time by the arm. The arm came through, but it doesn't matter if you do the crime. It just matters if somebody thinks you did. And Samson Arua is such a strong player, but Australia's been able to use that to their advantage on that possession there. 4
fouls on Arua. He takes a seat. In comes Callum McRae. Callum McRae with a nice little cameo in the second quarter. Picked up 4 rebounds smartly as the potential 7-footer, and he just has Lachlan Dent flip it up over him.
Lachlan Dent. What a layup there. It was so impressive. Using the offhand, the lefty coming up, showing so much touch, in particular for a player of his age.
Now here comes pressure from Australia as Dent. Who else gets a hand in the passing lane? Dent has 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals to go along with his 2 assists.
Well, stat stuff, we're doing it all. New Zealand struggling a little bit with this pressure. The full court pressure is really giving them all they can ask for.
Almost a turnover as McRae fires it back. McRae tries to get the tip. Australia gets the rebound. Dent wants it. Shot is up. Here comes Hamish McDonald. And
what's going on here?
I'm not sure, Case. I think we have
technical for flopping.
Oh, there you go. So maybe the technical was worth it for Michael Fitchett.
There you go. Got the call eventually. Australia's been doing this the entire game. They're obviously well drilled with trying to get those charge calls on this possession here. Goes into it.
Patrick.
Yeah, I don't think that's a flop.
takes a big slide. He went a couple of meters and he got back up with a rather low smile on his face.
It's a difficult call to ask referees to decide on the fly whether or not that's an illegal flop or not. There certainly was some contact there. You could certainly be forgiven for thinking that it was enough contact to cause that play, but in this instance, the officiating crew doesn't agree.
Quinn Clinton. Tane Samuel. Wardenberg. Hines all over him. Good hustle, but it goes back to New Zealand. That is a big triple from Quinn Clinton.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, in the right place at the right time. Gets him 3 points.
15 points for Clinton, 5 of 9 from the floor. His second 3 of the night on 6 attempts. And then he picks up the foul as Lachlan Dent try to go around him, and there is your New Zealand team settling in. Corey Webster, a big night in Melbourne for him. Coming up next on Sky Sport, we'll take about an hour or so break in between these games. Back at 7:30 for the second game between the Boomers and the Tall Blacks. Australia in front by 12 points. New Zealand need to win by 13 to go to Rio. Australia just need to hold serve.
Lachlan Dent just hits double digits with his 10th point. Seems like the 10th point this quarter. Didn't seem to do a lot of things in the first half, but he's had his fingerprints all over this third quarter.
Under a minute to go. New Zealand down 9. Here in Australia, Australia up 9. Walker in the corner. Clinton, no good. Froling with the board. Lachlan Dent has got the big man on him. He goes to work. The floater, and Samuel with a cheek foul on the shot attempt, and Samuel will pick up foul number 3.
Lachlan Dent's putting in some minutes here in this third quarter. Does a great job there of recognizing what's in front of him. You got a point guard with a bigger player who's guarding him. That mentioned, I believe it was Samuel. Lachlan takes his time, finds a space, draws a contact, gets it on the rim, goes to the free throw line, and extends his lead back to double digits.
New Zealand doing much better on the rebound count, 33 to 26. Dent makes the second, but Australia 9 of 20 from downtown. New Zealand just 3 of 12 from the three-point line. That has been the advantage for the Aussies. There's pressure. Just get it over half court before the 8-second call is made.
There's a lot of opportunity to attack if they can get past the initial pressure, but they're struggling so much with it right now.
Samuel resets the net with that silky jump shot.
Showing the entirety of his skill set as well. He's been good outside, inside, and now he steps behind the arc, catch and shoots with ease.
7 seconds to go in the third. It's Dent, who's had a great third quarter. Can't get the runner to go. Samuel sees it, puts it up. That's short. Australia will go to the three-quarter time break, I should say, with an 8-point lead over New Zealand in the 2015 FIBA Oceania Championship Under-16 final. Aussie lead 64-56.
See everybody gathering around, keeping it tight. About to hear what the coaches say, but still within touching distance for the Kiwis. We talked earlier about that Sunday game when they met in roundabout play, able to score 10 straight to open the fourth quarter. They'll be hoping for something along those lines again.
Here are your highlights of the third quarter.
And it started the same way it started, with offensive rebounds and effort, but here's the guy, Lachlan Dent, getting it done, putting a dent in the basketball game with his efforts, defensively in particular. Back-to-back steals, 2 for points to himself, then the assist. But Clinton would not be outdone, gives him a little bit of that physical guard play right back at him, wants the call, doesn't get it, but he was a huge performer in that third quarter. But the guy who got it done for the Aussies, Lachlan Dent, the man with the red hair and the flair, doing it well. Really well developed physically for a point guard of his age. And you can see he's using that physicality to great effect, really harassing the ball carriers as they bring it up the floor.
There are your shooting stats through 3 quarters.
When we go 12, we're going
Australia having the run of it. New Zealand doing well on the boards. Coming up with the steals as well, but Australia just shooting at a much better clip at the moment, 45% overall.
You've got it, it's gone over the top of you. Go and find someone.
Certainly going to have to find a better way to defend that three-point line if they're going to hope to close this gap in the fourth quarter, because right now too many looks and too many great looks. A lot of those plays, there's nobody within 2 or 3 feet of them, so that kind of looks leads to that kind of percentage they're shooting. 8 for 19.
Fourth quarter about to get underway, just waiting for the Australians to come out on the court. They lead by 8, 64-56. Tane Samuel will get us underway. 10 minutes to go in this under-16 final.
Lachlan giving the stare down.
Yeah.
He's feeling good. He's looking like meat in the water. He took away the starting point guard's ball every chance he got. He sees a backup kid and you can see he's thirsty.
You can tell he's on the balls of his feet. He's feeling good. So's Quinn Clinton.
I've been very impressed by the play of these 2 guards today. Clinton and Dent really coming out and imposing their will on the basketball game. Great to see at age groups.
18 points for Clinton. 3 of 8 from downtown. And he is keeping New Zealand in touch at the moment. Lead now 5. 4 to shoot for Australia. The runner, too short. Wardenberg with the rebound. Rebound number 8. Wardenberg thought about it. Goes round Froling. Goes strong as well.
Wardenberg straight into him. Excellent decision making by Clinton on that play. Quinn Clinton sees, pushes the offense through, gets himself some space for the pick and pop big and Waldenberg puts it on the floor straight into Bailey Griffiths. Bailey Griffiths just there a little bit late for that kind of contact. And initially here we see that 3 from Clinton as well. Just catching pretty good defense there by Kyle Zunic, but not enough defense to affect the shot. And Clinton really keeping New Zealand within touch, cuts it down to a 5-point lead.
Samuel Wardenberg, 6'6" forward. Can cut this lead now to 3. Just like that. What a ball game, Casey.
Ball game.
I tell you what, they could do it a 10-0 run to become a 4th, like they did in the preliminaries.
It would be helpful.
Put them up by 2. Get another stop here. Could tie it up with a 3. Here's Dent. Kicks it out. Johns. Good closeout by New Zealand. They do get that stop. What can they come up with now? Samuel squares up. Johns. And Pritchard wants a flop. None called, and almost a rebound for the Kiwis. Oh, the big men hold it up for the guards.
Big fellas, good decisions, big fellas.
Dent was fouled. Continuation was almost going to be given.
It's a lot of contact out here in some plays, and sometimes you get the call, sometimes you don't. You see Samuel on the other end just putting his hand down, trying to get to the rim. Doesn't get it, but there we see Quinn. Oh, there you see the reach on the continuation. See why the call's made. And Quinn, and Dent really likes to use that left hand. Very aggressive with it coming off on those all balls. Big free throws here. Steady the ship. Kind of stretch out that lead, give themselves a little bit of breathing room.
Hamish McDonald will check into the game. And Hayes Walker will take a seat.
Hayes Walker, Nick Horvath specifically texting me at halftime to give the shout out to Hayes Walker, another one of his students in Palmerston North.
Wow, that was almost a turnover there by Samuel Hordenberg. Clinton trapped on the sideline. Great pass to get out of that trap as well. The Samuel, head down, goes to the hoop. Great defense by Australia though.
Seemed like a bit of contact, but arm straight up.
That was called in the first half, Casey, you are right. Australia in control at the moment, and then Johns gets hit and makes the bucket, but no foul call. Dent, hands in the passing lane.
Oh, it's just those patches, those little purple patches for New Zealand.
Shot is up. Shot is good by Dragan Alcaz, and he is pumped. Australia put the lead back up to 10. They respond in kind to a hot start from the Kiwis, who broke it down to 3, and the Aussie fans in full voice in Wellington.
And look at Dent playing the passing lane. What an excellent defensive play there. Just the vision to see it happening. Comes down, finds the shooter all by himself, and once again an open 3 leads to a made 3. Dragan Alcaz, if you're going to guard somebody, got to guard this guy. Scores his 18th point of the ball game on that look from Lachlan Dent.
Wonderful economical shooting from Dragan Alcaz. 5 of 7 from the 4.
Okay, you got to know if he's in your spot and you're sitting on him. If they set a ball screen, Alcaz is here, you're on it, you got to get under that thing, meet it on the other side. Yep. Box out and rebound, flow into trans. Side to side, they can't guard it. Come on, boys. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
It's a scary moment for the New Zealanders. They have a victory against this team already. Would have had a little bit of confidence coming in, but now under 8 minutes to play, down 10 after they just worked to cut it down to 4 points. And now the pressure's really on. Let's see if Australia releases the Bulldog up at the front. Dent's going to be up there putting the ball pressure, see if New Zealand can't counterattack and get a couple of easy buckets to kind of release some of that pressure, force them out of this full-court press.
Nice moment there. Some of the, I think it's the New Caledonia team perhaps, getting autographs of the Tall Blacks as they watch on. New Zealand down 10. 71-61, it's Australia leading. 4-2 back in the game. Wardenberg sees the double team come across, so he kicks it out. 4 to shoot. Shot goes up by Clinton. Quinn Clinton with the hustle. And foul shots coming for a man who was 18 points.
Quinn Clinton staying very aggressive. Gets his own offensive rebound after the missed shot. Gets the foul called second. Couple of free throws. Cuts it to 8, and you can see the stress on Mike Fitchett's face.
Very quiet at TSB Bank Arena.
Everybody's quiet for the shooters.
Yeah.
I think if I start talking, it gets the echo going. It makes me want to stop.
Clinton gets point number 20 to lead all scorers.
Now it's all about stops. Got to string consecutive stops together, preferably with turnovers that lead to easy buckets if you're a New Zealand fan.
Back into their matchup zone is New Zealand. Aussie up 8. Alcaz feeling it. Gets the roll on the soft rims.
The soft rim just sucked it right down like a vacuum cleaner.
The finger in the air as well.
And he's got 20 as well.
Quinn Clinton stopped and then just on the weak side again gets the bucket.
And it's that stick-to-itiveness, the multiple efforts getting him those possessions.
And the hustle to shut down Tom Fullerton.
Back-to-back buckets for Clinton, and then he comes back, forces the turnover with excellent defense. Quinn Clinton, like the way he's playing today, organizing everything, getting the ball handling done. Doesn't want to dribble the ball up against Lachlan Dent. Lachlan Dent has a little laugh about it.
He's all hair and hustle at this age. Is Quinn Clinton. Tane Samuel. 5 to shoot. Samuel. Wardenberg with a tip.
And here's where you see the youthfulized their skill level a little bit. Got to see what's going on defensively. Maybe be a bit more aggressive. Tane Samuel the first time he touched the ball. The second time he's a bit rushed. Didn't quite get the look he wanted.
Dent. 7 to shoot. Dent puts up the floater. Wardenberg gets the rebound. Wardenberg, baseline operation underway. Hit, and he'll go to the line.
He's got a quick first step on that baseline catch. He's gotten a couple of the Aussie big men today with that move. Earns himself another trip to the line. Hasn't been shooting the ball particularly well from the field, but staying very aggressive. That pump fake has gotten a lot of guys up in the air, as it does so again with Matthew Johns getting the foul on that one.
Yeah, not a lot of the shots have dropped, but to his credit, Samuel Wardenberg doing work for New Zealand. Gets the roll, and that is a double-double, 10 and 10 for him. 4 offensive rebounds.
And it's always a great trait to have as a player, is when things aren't going quite as well as you want, still want to be able to affect the game, still want to be able to do things. That's 10 rebounds, very big for Samuel Wardenberg, and able to stretch that into double-digit points now as well with his 11, even though it's only come on 2 for 10 shooting.
8 free throw attempts for Wardenberg. His Dent in and out. Samson Arua is in the game. Always entertaining to watch Samson play. Wardenberg crossover, feeling it. Can't get the roll. New Zealand down 6. Here comes Dent, directing traffic. 4-2 matches up on him in this 2-3 matchup zone. Fullerton for 3. That is big. That is their 10th 3 of the game on 23 attempts. Australia's lead is 9. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in this game. Wardenberg now. Double team comes. Pump fake. Can he get the roll? He can. Samuel Wardenberg is getting it done for New Zealand.
Seems like he just willed that one into the basket. As the whistle blew, I thought that had no chance to go in, and somehow just inches it up above. Nice move there. Switches direction. Pump fake again. Gets the contact. Never looks like it's going, and then it does. He's pumped up. Here we see Quinn again, drawing the defense in. Just sucked the defense in a little bit too far. For that three-point shooter to have that open look on the catch.
The drive and kick working for Australia. Made free throw. 76-70. Australia making changes on the make. Griffiths. He gets the roll on a nice move in the key.
They started the game by really pounding the ball inside. They keep going into that. Now it looks like they might try and finish that way, as the unfortunate turnover there by Quinn Clinton. Expects Waldenberg to be there, and he was not. Just throws it out, right out of bounds.
Hamish McDonald diving for the ball. And the pass meant for Samuel Wardenberg. Costly turnover. Australia leading by 8. Fullerton in and out. Matthew Johns hustling for the rebound. Coming off a New Zealand hand.
Matthew Johns doing a great job offensively. Even though he's not scoring a lot of points, he's kept that defense honest and has been an excellent presence on the offensive glass in the second half. New Zealand fortunate to have a missed shot happen. Dragan Elkaz had the open look in the corner, but once again an offensive rebound, which has been a thorn in the side of the Kiwis in the second half.
Dragan Elkaz, a rare miss for him. Oh my goodness, Tom Fullerton is doing things for Australia in this fourth quarter. The lead back to 10. Australia just need to hold their poise and they can close this game out. Oh, not if Hamish McDonald has anything to do with it. He's got 15 points.
That layup hit the rafters with that arc. He threw it up in the sky.
Griffiths, the skyhook. And it's the air ball.
Oh, it looked so pretty in the first half.
It did, didn't it? It's what New Zealand need, though. Samson Arua fighting for position with Griffiths. There comes Quinn Clinton, Wardenberg. 3 contested. Oh my goodness, Quinn Clinton, 25 for him.
Coming to play, a 5-point game with 3.5 to go.
Here we go. Almost a turnover by Quinn Clinton. 3 ball. Is it good? It's not. Who's tracking it down? Dragan Alcaz has it. Fresh 14 seconds.
Another offensive rebound for Australia. Continuing that clock to run.
Tom Fullerton kicks it out. Good ball movement. Matthew Johns, too strong.
Oh, that looks straight on line. Just a little bit too much strength.
Rebound number 11 for Wardenberg, who has the ball now. Kicks it out. Big 3 on the way. Big rebound as well. 4-2. In between 2 Australians. Fouled, and he will go to the line. Good news for New Zealand at the other end. Just the one team fouled that. Has Australia in the penalty. And that'll do it for Dragan Alcaz. And that is good news for Michael Fitchett and his under-16s team.
Still out there, though. Looks like might not have been his foul. As you see that tough floater driving to the hole right after he hit the 3, and then Clinton once again hits the 3-point. Oh, there we go. They finally figured it out. They tried. Waco tried to pull a quick one, sub somebody else out. Dragan Alcaz was the one. I should never doubt Chimoles. I don't know why I would.
I would never doubt the stats people beside me as well, because they are sitting right beside me. And they have the red line of death through Dragan Alcaz's name in the score sheet. No one there. It's like the blue screen of death. I tell you what, it doesn't matter if you call glass or not on a free throw. That is class.
The bank is open late in Wellington on a Tuesday. I'll tell you what, it's been open all day.
76 points. Make it 77. This is the closest they've been in the game in the second half. Australia, can they hold their poise? Quick shot. Oh my goodness.
Matthew Johns.
Wow.
What an effort there. Floating a little bit in the air, takes the contact, still able to find a way into the hoop.
14 points for him. McDonald loses their handle. It's Fullerton with the hustle.
Turnovers once again. The story of the night for the young Kiwi. 16 on the evening now.
Fullerton kicks it out. Good defense. Look up. McDonald's there. Oh, and he just got it tipped out of his hands, but
it's going to be 2 shots.
It was a foul on the arms. And there's not much complaint from Johns. So 2 shots coming.
Good job of recognition by McDonald there. Knowing that he has the big fella on, switches his body position to come through. And you see Matt Johns gets those arms straight into there. McDonald doing an excellent job of bringing the ball to the forearms, causing that contact and sending himself to the line.
These are free throws number 34 and 35 for New Zealand. And 26 of 34. Make it 27 of 35. The lead. Back to 3 for Australia. 2:12 to go. Now, I think they're going to start using up their team fouls case.
And just trying to get a little bit closer. Want to get him now. So McDonald just got a cheap one in there. Let you know you're there. Let you know what's happening. Don't want to sit here at the end of the game and have to foul 4 times to try and get it done.
Smart move by Mike Fitchett. Dead with the ball on the floor. Runs into Arua, and Arua kicks it to Lindsay Tate, who's listening to his headphones.
I'll tell you what, Lachlan Denton is a pretty strong player for a guard, but Samson Arua is a pretty strong player at 16 for a man. He hasn't run into a wall there.
Here comes the pressure from Australia. And a turnover as McDonald goes into the chairs and doesn't really want to pick him up.
The press offense has been a bit of a problem for New Zealand today. They're not leaving a ball handler behind the guy who's getting trapped. So he's forced to make a little bit more of a difficult pass, and Clinton, who's played so well today on the entirety, gets a huge turnover there.
Almost a steal. Minute 40 to go. Dent with a skip pass. The drive, the shot, side of the backboard and out. It's New Zealand ball. How many opportunities can they get? Australia just can't convert in the last minute or so. Their defensive intensity hasn't let up though. New Zealand just have to hold their poise as 10 seconds went off the shot clock, just getting the ball into their set. McDonald kicks it out. Clinton for 3. Too strong.
What a good look there. Excellent pass by McDonald. Looked like he was going to shoot, but finds a shooter in the corner. Instead, 3 points difference. Australia looking to run this clock.
3 on the way. Oh, nail in the coffin.
Oh,
big shot. A massive 3 by Patrick Bynes. And that is a 6-point lead for Australia and the bucket they needed to calm their nerves.
Oh, the folly of youth. A coach would be sitting on the sideline saying terrible shot, but Patrick Bynes with about 16 left on the shot clock says, no worry about it, I'm gonna knock this bad boy down. Swings to the corner, has a pretty decent look, but not bad defense there by Wardenberg. But man, I tell you what, number 10, Patrick Bynes gets it done in the corner at an opportune time for him and his teammates, and they love it. The young fellas are pumped.
You're going to half yo-yo, all right?
Well, now that foul count really is going to come into play in the second half. New Zealand's going to be hoping for a quick 3, then they're going to have to foul. They're going to have to foul multiple times in a row just to get them into the bonus.
Black defense now. You can foul. Give up a foul. Give up a foul. You can give up a foul, okay? Let's give one quick. Make or miss. Give one quick, okay? Understand? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
85-79, 59 seconds left in the under-16 Oceania final. New Zealand won the preliminary round by 19. Australia have been in control the whole game. A big 3 has doubled their advantage to 6. Now New Zealand needs to answer. McDonald looking for somebody. Turnover, finds Lachlan Dent, who spins, loses the handle. They find it back, and Matthew John's just clobbered by Arua.
Oh, story of the game, though, taking care of the basketball.
He's done his Samson Arua.
Dent loses the basketball. Can't believe it. Matthew Johns in the right place at the right time. Arua with the smart foul. Actually, seen in the slow motion there, didn't look like a lot more basketball than you would have expected from this angle, but he does the right thing, sends him to the free throw line, trying to make him earn it from there. Matthew Johns has the opportunity to put this game away. If he can hit these 2 free throws with just 49 seconds left.
14 of 19 are Australia from the line today. New Zealand have had plenty of opportunities from the charity stripe. They've shot 35. They catch a break. Can they get this lead in half? 3 on the way. Too strong. It's New Zealand ball. And that looked like that came off Fortu's hand.
From this angle, I'll tell you what. It looked like that might be the wrong call, but maybe a little bit too quick by Clinton there on that shot. He's feeling it though, he has 25, but want to probably get a little bit better of a look. 30 seconds is a lot of time. You can run a lot of offense in that amount of time in a basketball game.
41.8 left. Wardenberg. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Turnover. Lachlan Dent couldn't quite control it. Good hustle from Lachlan Dent. He has been.
He's in the waters, man. He's out there swimming. There's a shark fin when you're trying to make a pass. He makes it difficult on anybody who's trying to dribble or pass in his area code.
Quick shot from McDonald.
Oh, a lot of contact.
A lot of contact. Big board. Big board. And jump ball is called, and it will be Australia's possession arrow.
Man, a lot of contact on that 3. Looked like it was on the arm too, but the referees put the whistles away and weren't going to call it. And an excellent rebound on the possession as well. Here we see it. Shots up.
Pressure coming from New Zealand now.
Might have been created by the shooter there.
Need a turnover. And quick foul from Hamish McDonald. That is the 4th team foul for New Zealand.
And expect to find another one here. Send him to the free throw line. Australia's going to have to win this game from the free throw line, as there just seemed to be some saran wrap on top of that rim for the New Zealanders as the game came to a close. Just unable to get those shots to go, even though it's decent looks at them.
Australia look to break the press, and Froling takes the foul.
Now the pressure falls to Froling. Hits 2. He's able to put this game out of reach. Even 1 makes it that much more difficult, makes it a 3-possession game. Right now, just 2. So New Zealand really praying for a couple of misses.
Froling at the line tonight, just 1 of 2. Big shots coming. He can ice the game with a make. And that is a 7-point lead for Australia. And as Casey said, 3 possessions, hard to get under 30 seconds. Froling makes the second. New Zealand need to get something quickly here. Australia extend that pressure. McDonald foul. And stop the clock on the foul. So you go to the line to shoot 2. Not a bad result.
Yeah, Tom Fullerton probably a little bit of a brain freeze there. That's not what you want to do. The layup doesn't hurt you. The foul does. It was the opportunity for a 3-point play. It was pretty fortunate they didn't make it, but Tom Fullerton, these are the kind of things you learn as you come through age groups, things that coaches talk to you about after the game. And big moment here. McDonald the chance to just etch it into the realm of possibility.
Hamish McDonald with the poise to make the first. McDonald, 18 points tonight, 8 of 11 from the foul line. Misses the second, but Wardenberg gets the offensive rebound.
Oh, the foul is called a little bit late, but the right call, I do believe, looked like a lot of contact, and a big rebound for Waldenberg. As he comes up, he's limping again. Looks like that tendonitis is giving him some fits.
Wardenberg at the line. You're disputing your medical knowledge of knee injuries, Casey, in a production truck. And
unbelievable.
I cannot believe that. But tape generally just below the kneecap there indicates tendonitis.
Normally does. That's why when you got a little bit of tendonitis on the knee, that's normally where you wrap it up. Especially for these growing boys, these young fellas, growing quick. Get those growing pains, man.
I hear you, Casey.
Yeah, same thing happened to you as a young fella.
Oh, yeah. Wardenberg makes the first. Second one is no good.
Another
offensive rebound.
So
but this
close.
time he stepped out and subs in. Him out for Australia as well. 87-81 with 19.4 seconds to go in this final. The Aussies well in control.
Well, 6 points with 20 seconds left. What are you going to do? Is there a 6-point play somewhere in the playbook for New Zealand?
Want to try and foul Fullerton, right? Yeah. Want to try and foul Fullerton? So if he inbounds it, let someone catch, double off him, double off Fullerton. Whoever catches it, then the next closest guy's got to sprint at Fullerton.
Hey, make sure we know what we're doing. Make sure we know what we're doing.
If they score, we'll have a timeout. Hey, otherwise, fucking just push it. Sprint to the corners. Sprint to the corners.
Don't get too fancy with it. Hard, find a shooter.
Here we go. Come on, let's go. Kiwis on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kiwis.
There's Paul Hanade, coach of the Tall Blacks.
Focused as always.
A lot on his mind at the moment as he looks on with the under-16s final happening in front of him. 87-81 Australia. Just kept New Zealand at arm's length all game long. Fullerton takes the foul.
Only a little bit over a second ran off the clock there, a couple seconds maybe.
So
good result for New Zealand.
At the line tonight, just 1 of 1.
So this is the guy Mike Fisher wanted to shoot the free throws. Oh, and the coach made the call. Said leave him open, let him catch it. Misses the first one, leaves that door slightly ajar.
Ever so slightly. 17.7 left. And Fullerton does the job. Yep, 7-point lead. Means it's a 3-possession game for New Zealand to get back. And Mike Fitchett and the New Zealand team will have a timeout to talk about it.
Well, the name of the game is saving those seconds on the clock. Got to get any shot that goes in needs to be done very quickly with great efficiency to just try and stretch this game out as long as they possibly can. You know, 17 seconds in basketball can last 4 or 5 minutes. Get a couple makes by New Zealand, a couple missed free throws after the fouls, and everything could change.
H, back screen, go before he hits the ball. Tane, go, don't look for that. You're there, and dribble, corner. Hey, if that's denied, straight into Sam, cut over or under, still looking for that corner guy. Or if everything's taken, fuck, take it to the rim. Hey, we're in the fouling game after that, and the fouling game, okay? Everyone's on the O boards. Kids on 3, 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Come on, bro.
Corey Webster looking on.
He's focused, man. He's been watching Clinton out there, getting some tips. Says, hey, I think I can put up 25 tonight.
He's not interested in listening to Eye of the Tiger on the PA here at TSB Bank Arena.
Weird that. I thought that was Corey's style.
And I thought he might have been Eye of the Tiger. Guys, McDonald has it. And finds Clinton with another 3. Perfect execution out of the timeout. 88, 84, 13.1 seconds to go. Yeah. Aussie still up. Timeout is called.
Only taking 4 seconds off the clock. You see the way McDonald uses the entirety of the court, steps out of bounds before that pass. Looking for him the entire time.
Great pass, straight to his chest.
Off an excellent screen from Tane Samuel.
Tell you what, Australia burned that timeout. That's it, we're out of timeout. 13.1 seconds to go.
That's it.
New Zealand
under and then flat.
Need a turnover, they need a steal.
Take care of the ball.
Going to be here at half court.
You guys got to be there 2 targets.
New Zealand's really going to want to try and put some pressure on. No timeouts for Australia if they can really keep it out of their hands.
Hustle for the turnover, go for the foul. Or do you just go for the foul straight away?
I think you go for the turnover first, always. Your first thought is to try and get that steal because it's a free defensive play. You can put 5 guys out there to pressure 4 and really get in those passing lanes, really attack it, knowing that no matter what happens, if you don't get the steal in that aggressiveness, somebody behind you will be there to foul that ball handler.
It's be interesting to see people at this age, how they handle this pressure. It's a big game scenario. And the foul is taken by Froling. And it's Hamish McDonald. And I tell you what, for guys who are 15, 16 years of age, very composed at this level.
You're certainly right about that. The composure of both teams have been found really fascinating. To be only 15 years old and to be out there running the offense for the point guards and the bigs using their physicality, really being taught basketball the right way.
Listening to the coach, obviously, is very important.
Certainly is. And we see the first missed free throw.
Yeah.
Still alive.
It's Froling with a second attempt. 3 of 5 so far. Rebound. Not there as the make is good. Big screen by Samuel, not called by his teammate. McDonald. 4-2. 4-2 with the bucket and the foul. Not ideal for Australia at all. 4-2 at the line. Can go and close it to 2 points. On an awkward fall-away floater.
The question is, what do you do if you're New Zealand? Do you want this make, or do you try and miss and get the offensive rebound tip out to try and get a hit 3? Because there's not a lot of time left. To go up and down again, it's going to be almost nearly impossible.
What is the call? Here's 4-2 shot. Wardenberg and Fotu and Samuel around the key. The miss is there. Big foul. 3 bodies on the floor, and Australia will shoot free throws.
What a crash there by Waldenberg.
Matthew Johns, 2 big shots coming up for him.
Not too long ago, he missed consecutive free throws when he went to the line for about a minute and a half ago, although it seems a lifetime ago in this game. Matthew Johns, a young fella. What's going through the mind right now? In New Zealand, 4 seconds. Can they get up a decent shot? Here we see it. Look at that crash by Waldenberg right around the box outs. Didn't look like a ton of contact there.
Big make by Matthew Johns. Mark Watkins urging his guards to be aware. Oh, just composure of the highest order. New Zealand down 5. 3 is let go. And that is it. Australia have won the Under-16 Oceania Championship for 2015. Congratulations to this Australian team who had their poise tested by a strong fight back from New Zealand, but the Aussies, grit and determination just to keep them at arm's length